was founded by my great-great-grandfather. He came from Burnley. He was actually a mill owner in Burnley. Decided he'd like to try something different. Came over to Blackpool, bought the oyster bar, or it was actually fishing cottages then. Bought the fishing cottages and decided to turn it into an oyster bar. Blackpool was just establishing itself as a holiday tourist resort in a small way. He came over and he saw the carts on the beach selling seafood, and he thought that he would like to establish something more permanent here, and so actually bought the Oyster Rooms and established them as an oyster bar.
Nice. Lovely. Lovely.
I mean, no real structural alterations done to the building now. It's more as you see it now, it's more or less as it was over 100 years ago. Some of the doors have been taken off. There were actual little rooms where people could be a little bit more private, and there were bells on the actual walls that you were able to ring for waiters if you wanted. The term native oyster means that the oysters actually come from this country. They are native to this country. The ones we sell at the moment actually come from Cornwall at the Helford River. They're a flat oyster and not quite as popular as the Pacific oysters, which we get from Anglesey.
Okay, we're now in the middle of the oyster farm. We've got these long lines, about 250 metres each line. And the oysters are in these Tetra pots, whereby we put about 100 oysters in these Tetra pots, and they will stay there for about 2.5 years. We'll grade them out at different times of their lives. These are Pacific oysters, the gigas. They grow twice as fast as the edulous, the fat oyster. These will probably be ready in 2.5 years to 3 years. As I say, they stay in these Tetra pots during their life. And the only predators we get of any significance is the brown crab, which will eat probably half the bag of oysters in 1 year, and they come in at very, very small size. Otherwise we've got no other predators. That's the advantage of this oyster farm compared with some oyster farms where they're on the ground and there are many more predators around. The Pacific oyster we've got here, plenty of meat in this oyster here. However, at times we get a green oyster depending on the plankton they feed on. And Robert's Oyster Bar or other oyster bars in the country don't like them green. The French do like it green, but at the moment this is quite white.
Hello.
Morning, may I help you?
Bowl of cockle, please.
Cockle, sir? There we are, just 70, please.
Thanks very much.
Thanks.
The main seafoods we sell a lot of clams, jellied eels, and of course the most popular are prawns, cockles, mussels. They're very popular with people. Well, we get quite a lot of celebrities in the oyster bar. Summer season shows, we get a few of the artists there. During the years we've had Sir Ralph Richardson in, Errol Flynn, Sir Anthony Quayle, and of course when the party conferences are on we get a lot of the political commentators, Sir Robin Day and David Dimbleby, that kind of person. Well, I don't think we could ever change the oyster bar because people like to come in and see it as it was, and as it is now they would hate to have it changed or so. I don't think we would ever change it.